Now let's see some programs in C++ for if and if else statements. First, let's see the program to check whether the given number is odd or even. Before writing the program itself, you have to decide how it is to be done. So here, given number is there, right? So let the number be n. And you have to check whether the number is odd or it is even. This is what we have supposed to do. So this is n. N is the name of the identifier which we are using in the program, and that is whole number, or that is an integer. So we have to declare int n. After that, read the value of n through the keyboard, get the value through the keyboard. Then you have to check if n %2. We know that percentage is modulus, that is, it checks the remainder. So we know that for mathematical calculations, for finding whether the number is odd or even, we are finding the remainder. So we used to do, that is, the number should, if the number is completely divisible by 2, then it is even, else it is odd. So you have to check the remainder. So we know that for checking the remainder, we are using modulus operator. That is, if n %2 is equal to 0. That is, after calculating n %2, that is, you will get a remainder, right? Either it will be 0 or some other number. So whatever it may be, just write, it will write it over here, and then it is comparing with the right side, that is 0. That is, if 0 is equal to 0, that is, if completely divisible, and if it is true, it will execute this block, that is, cout, the number is even. Here, cout, n we are giving like this. While displaying the output, in this n, the value of n which we are giving, it will be replaced here, and then is even will be printed as it is, because it is given within double quotes. And then that is over. If it is false, that is, if some value is there as remainder, control automatically comes to the else section. That is, if it is false, control automatically comes to the else section, and it will print the number is odd and then return 0. So this will be the output. It will ask enter the number, cout enter the number. So it will ask like this, you are entering the number. The number is divided by 2 and the remainder is checked, that is modulus. Here 12 by 2, so that is 6. So here no remainder. So that means remainder is 0. So you are checking this side, that is remainder, we are checking whether remainder, whatever you are getting, that is equal to 0. Here the remainder we got is 0. So it is comparing, equality is being checked, and they comes to be equal. So naturally it will print 12 is even. So this is the way how a number can be checked for even and odd. Hope this is okay. This is the second program. It is to check whether the given year is leap year or not. So in mathematical calculations, if the number is completely divisible by 4, that is, if the year is completely divisible by 4, we can say that it is a leap year, else it is not a leap year. Same way int year. So this is also a whole number. So you can declare it as int, and then year is accepted using cin. Year percentage 4. Remainder is checked, divisible by 4 or not. With 0 it is compared. If it is 0, that is if it is completely divisible by 4, year is a leap year, that will be printed, else not a leap year will be printed. Here is output. Enter the year 1990. So 1990 is being divisible by 4. Remainder is there. So you can print. It will display 1990 is not a leap year. So this is about leap year program. Okay. Now next is program to check whether the given character is vowel or not. We know that vowels are A, E, I, O and U. These are the vowels. Either they are capital letters or they are small letters. Here we are giving single letter A, E, I, O or U. This much. Okay. So it can be represented as character. And let the identifier name you are giving is C. So declaration char C. This is the declaration portion. And here lowercase and uppercase is there. They have been declared as int. Enter the alphabet. Get the value of the character. In this statement is given lowercase is equal to, we are checking the condition. That is if C is equal to A or C is equal to E or C is equal to I, C is equal to O or U. It will check any of the condition. If it is true, 1 will be displayed. That is, if the entered character is either small a, small e, small I, small o or small u. So if any from this vowel you are entering, then any one of this situation will become true and the final answer will be 1. And then that one is stored in lowercase. So we know that 1 is integer, right? So naturally when 1 is being stored in lowercase, lowercase should also be int. That is why here as int, as integer, lowercase has been declared. Same is that for uppercase. So let's see the next statement. Uppercase is equal to C is equal to capital A, capital E, capital I, capital O or capital U. They are separated by or. Here it is capital letters and for the lowercase small letters are considered. So if any of the condition is true, any one is true, then the answer will be true and 1 will be displayed. 1 will be the answer. That 1 will be stored in uppercase. Hence uppercase is also int as lowercase. So you will get the value of uppercase or lowercase as 1 or 0. So you have to check for that. Next statement, if lowercase or uppercase is equal to 1. Here that is the case. That is if lowercase or uppercase is equal to 1. In this program, 1 is the true situation. That is, it is a vowel. So condition is if lowercase or uppercase is equal to 1, then you can print the character is a vowel, else the character is not a vowel, and then stop the program. Okay, here is the output. Enter alphabet. E is being entered, so we know that A, E, I, O, U, capital or small letters. So here capital letter we have given, so the answer will come as E is a vowel. So this is the method. Now next program to find roots of quadratic equation. So we know that the general format is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are coefficients. If this is the situation, the root is given by x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of 4ac by 2a. Here b square minus 4ac is given as discriminant of quadratic equation, and that is named as d. If d is greater than 0, so the value of d is b square minus 4ac. So if the value of d is greater than 0, the roots are minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. If d is equal to 0, then root 1 will be same as root 2, and that will be minus b by 2a. If d is less than 0, you can write roots are real and imaginary. So these are the three cases. D is less than 0, d is equal to 0, or d greater than 0. If d is greater than 0, then root 1 and root 2. If d is equal to 0, minus b by 2a. If d is less than 0, roots are real and imaginary. So this is a program. Hash include iostream.h. Hash include math.h. One more header file. Because in this program, for finding the square root, the function sqrt is being used from the library. So that is why math.h. All the mathematics related header files will be attached with this program. And using namespace int main. Here the coefficients we are supposed to give in decimal, that is float. So naturally the roots will be decimal, and discriminant is also marked as decimal, float. Enter the coefficients of a, b and c, and then get the values. We know that discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. So you'll get after giving the value of a, b and c, you can get the value of d. Then if d greater than 0, x1 and x2, and you will get an answer. So here the answer will be displayed. See how the roots are x1. Here the value of x1 will come and sit over here, and x2. Else if, that is if this is wrong. If this is wrong, it will come over here in this loop, and the roots are x1 is equal to x2 is equal to minus b by 2a, and that will be displayed. So if both of these situations are false, it will come to else case. In this, it will print roots are real and imaginary. So that's all about quadratic equation. So next program is to find the largest among three numbers. So here the three numbers we have given as x, y and z, and they are integers. Next step, enter the numbers as usual, and then we are checking the condition if x greater than y. If it is true, that is if x is greater than y, then check whether x is greater than z. So if both the conditions are satisfied, you can print that x is largest. Else, here anyway x is greater than y, right? So when this condition becomes true, it will come to print X, and if this condition becomes false, it will print Z as biggest. So this is about, this much is for this if. Now next, check the condition of else, that is if X is greater than Z. If it is true, it will come here, right? If it is false, that is if X is less, then automatically it will come to this else, and anyway X is less than Y. So when it is false, it came over here. So X is less. Now compare Y and Z. If it is Y is greater than Z, print Y as biggest, else print Z as biggest. Hope today's topic was clear for you. Today we understood how to write program for different problems. Next class will come with next topic. Thank you.